Part 2. Miss Vera Mae Marshall Hardin, the Matriarch. Vera Mae Marshall was born on August 29, 1930 in Mer Rouge, Louisiana to her parents Columbus Marshall and Clara Bell Givens Marshall. Her family was very close-knit, with her father being a railroad worker and her mother a homemaker. They did not have much, but they had enough, and as the eldest of her two sisters, Vera also helped a lot when it came to raising her sisters as well. Vera unfortunately was not able to finish high school but started her family and got married at just 16 years of age. Back then, especially in the South, especially as a Christian, that's just how things were done. From watching and helping her mother Clara cook foods they grew on their land, raise up her and her sisters, take care of the home, and keep the family together and healthy, my granny had all the tools needed to create a safe home structure and not only become but embody the role of matriarch for her family. She married my grandfather Nathan Hardin, whom I never had the opportunity to meet, on January 24th, 1947. Nathan was a farmer and had to help financially support his family from a very young age, having dropped out of school after the second or third grade. As black people, that unfortunately was and is too many of our stories due to the enslavement of our people and the concurrent exclusionary and racist systems that be, which have disproportionately imbalanced the wealth possessed by different racial groups in the United States. The emancipation of black people, victims of the transatlantic slave trade that also endured the horrors of chattel slavery in 1863, now gave us the newly gifted privilege to build from nothing, the American dream. They had nothing they could call theirs other than the ownership of their heavily surveilled and oppressed bodies, yet built all of America by that point. Imagine a country being built off your back and your endless misery and suffering for generations, quote unquote, freeing you to not only have nothing, but be indebted to your previous, quote, owners, end quote, for sustenance. Still enduring the horrors of the bigoted Ku Klux Klan infested South, but now trying to build wealth in a system built around your enslavement and exclusion. I mention these things to highlight just how close my paternal grandparents were to slavery and how tight things had to be for everyone to be safe and healthy. After some years of hard work and ever-growing family and renting, my grandfather, along with his sons, deconstructed a big, beautiful house, bought a plot of land in Bastrop, Louisiana, and reconstructed a new one with the materials. The initial house was secured at a discounted price because the mill at the time needed the land. As long as they cleared the home off the property, it was as good as theirs. My Uncle Lee, at just 17 years of age, designed and mapped out the new home that they were going to build, and they immediately got to work. Soon after it was finished, my father was born in 1969. He was the last Hardin child to be born of my grandparents. Just like my grandfather put in work to build this house, my granny was now tasked with making it a home. She cleaned, she decorated, she parented, she gardened, she cooked, and boy did she cook. Whenever my grandfather was out of work for short periods of time, she took up the slack and worked as well, cleaning white people's houses and at one point securing work at a local restaurant. Fast forward, and all of her kids finished high school, something she and my grandfather never had the chance to do. Most went to college, but they all set out and started their own lives, all possible by the work put in by their parents. Through all the strife in raising a black family in the pre- and newly post-civil rights South, Vera remained an endearing but stern mother that never complained around her children. Fast forward more to the early 2000s. My grandfather had since passed in 1986. My parents now had 3 children, and now I was in the picture. My parents both worked full-time, and with that, me not being school age and my brothers well too young to properly watch after themselves, and especially not me, I spent an extensive amount of time at my granny's house. She had an empty nest, and in the beginning, before my little sister was born in '05, it was just me and her. By this point, she was in her early 70s, yet still full of personality and still possessed a kind and sweet heart, still nurturing and still watching her stories every day. In part, she helped raise me and was a key part of my early development as a person. Still today, I can say that she is one of the only examples of unconditional love that I'd ever experienced. She did not gender police me, she did not shame me, she loved me. Every little part of me, and I her. In those early years, she cooked for me, gave me enema inserts if I was constipated, painted my nails with clear nail polish when I requested, being sure to remind me that ain't nothing wrong with a boy having clear nail polish, even though my mother was unfavorable to it. We enjoyed a cup of coffee or a cold Coca-Cola can often and talked. I questioned her down about any and everything, even down to why God created ants. The same ants I would get into in her yard as a child, and she always was receptive and attentively listened to anything I had to say. By 2015, she passed away, and I was not permitted at the time to attend her funeral because my father thought it was too soon after my scoliosis surgery to, quote, be around people and move around, even though I was totally fine and I felt like I was good to go, especially with this being such an important figure in my life. For months, I did not feel a sense of closure until one day my granny appeared in a dream. In the dream, I witnessed her spirit transition to the place unknown. I knew she was okay now and her suffering was over, but I still had a deep sense of grief and an empty hole in my heart. Fast forward to 2023 with me having one other dream that she visited me in that we're not going to talk about today. This is another story for another day. I had the dream that ultimately set all of this in motion and gave Butterfly Princess a whole new meaning. Come back for part 3, where I will tell you all what occurred in that dream, and after that, part 4, where I will let you all in on my process and how I styled this look, as well as putting the finishing touches on it. I greatly appreciate those of you who made it to the end of this video. It means a great deal to me that you cared enough and listened to me speak about my granny. Please like, repost, share, and comment a nail polish emoji if you made it to the end. Thank you. See you in part 3, y'all. We so close to the shoot. We really close. We really close. We ain't there yet, but we close. See y'all soon.